Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Fires the 3. The shot no good, so the Bulls will take it the other way. It's stolen by Curry. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Bulls trail by 16. Rose attacking. Kicks it out to Gibson. Pulls up from the corner. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. They double him with Butler. Green kicks to Bogut. Back to Green. Outside for Curry. Launches a 3. And the Warriors get it back. Green, no luck. The Bulls shooting 41% for the game. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Bulls trail by 16. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Barnes kicks to Livingston. There's the pass to Bogut. Puts up a 3. The shot is off. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. And Mirotic subbed in for Dunleavy. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
The Bulls have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Gasol drops 2.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
It's Thompson off the drive, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Livingston, no luck.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Bulls making a change also. Morris checked in for Rose. Here's Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. can't happen.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Brooks checked in for Pau Gasol. Warriors leading by 18. Livingston kicks to Green. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And they go to the intentional foul. Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Draymond Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Butler. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Hacked on the shot, and he'll have 3 chances at the line.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Spates. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And he makes all 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Brooks kicks it to Noah. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Warriors leading by 19. Dishes to Barbosa. Chicago grabs the miss.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
There's the lob to the hoop. Iguodala with the steal. To the inside. Stolen by Brooks. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. It's Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Brooks kicks to Holiday. Leaps for it. Inside, and stolen by Spates. Here's Iguodala. And jam! That is just beautiful.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Noah. The full court prayer falls off target. Here's Clark, covered by Mirotic. And again, no good by Golden State. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
Putting you in. Let's go.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Bulls trail by 21. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Curry with the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Here is Rose. Left side Gasol. Dunleavy. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
And both free throws good for Dunleavy.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then. And that's over a decade later.
To the middle. That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Green slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career.
That one is off. And he's good on the second.
Take a look at what Butler's done. He has 8 points and also an assist.
Warriors leading by 20. Here's Curry with the 3. Good. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Rose dishes to Gasol. The fader. And Gibson kicks to Gasol. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Curry. But they'll get another chance. Lets it go from deep. Count the bucket. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rose. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Morris checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Brooks with it. Barbosa picks him up. Pass to Portis. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it, and the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Here's Golden State now. They're on a 12-3 run. Shot from the top of the key. Livingston, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the paint. No good from Moore.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
From 18 feet away, can't hit. Nice D from Brooks. Well, Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Ball stolen. Now the Warriors moving it up. McDermott with the steal. Spates against Brooks. Portis, the pass to Moore. The baseline J. Spates with the block. Kicks it to McDermott. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Spates with it. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. The three. And Spates gets it to go.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And in rush, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Bulls, Noah comes in for Taj Gibson. And Justin Holiday subbed in for McDermott. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Barbosa for three. Tries again. Rush gets the bucket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Clark. Stolen by Noah. Here's Brooks. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up two baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Shot, high post, and that one's good by Clark.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Inside, Holiday, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Barbosa kicks to Rush. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Ezeli can't get it to go. Noah in the post. He's against Ezeli.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, Too bad. I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Stephen Curry.
16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Spades dishes to Curry. Takes the three. Here's Ezeli. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a